Picture this. July 5, 2005, the brilliance of the seas slices through the Aegean Sea, a floating palace of honeymoon dreams. George Smith IV, 26. A magnetic newlywed from Connecticut clinks glasses with his bride Jennifer Hagel in the ship's casino. Laughter echoes, then stops cold. By dawn, George is gone, vanished without a trace. Faint stains mark their cabin. A haunting red smear scars a lifeboat canopy below their balcony. God who erased him, a drunken stumble, a desperate choice, or a brutal act, buried by the sea. 4 men smirking cagey were the last with him. A chilling video surfaces, one voice sneering. We gave him a paragliding lesson without a parachute. 20 years later, in 2025, George's family fights for answers, their battle tearing them apart. This is the George Smith mystery, a nightmare gripping America's soul. What happened in that cabin? Why won't the ocean talk? Greenwich, Connecticut. 2005 was all wealth and charm, manicured lawns, big dreams. George Smith IV was its golden boy. At 6'2", with piercing green eyes and a grin that lit up rooms, he ran the family liquor store, joking with customers, treating friends like kin. George was your 2 a.m. Call, his sister Bree said, voice cracking. In June 2005, he married Jennifer Hagel in a cliffside ceremony in Newport, Rhode Island, their love radiant in every snapshot. They boarded the brilliance of the seas for a 12-day honeymoon. France, Italy, Greece, Turkey. The ship was a paradise, chandeliers, gleaming cocktails, endless, a casino pulsing with life. George and Jennifer danced, planned a future, their joy infectious. But beneath the glitz, something dark stirred, something that would rip their world apart. Step into July 4th, 2005. The ship's casino is electric, cigarette smoke curls, music thumps, drinks flow like water. George and Jennifer are the life of the party, laughing with Josh Askin, a 20-year-old student, and 3 Russian-American brothers, Greg Zach Rosenberg and Rusty Kaufman. The group's loud shots piling up their energy feverish. Around 2 a.m., tension erupts. Jennifer, face-flushed, snaps at George, maybe over drinks, maybe deeper wounds. "You're ruining us," she hisses, storming off heels, clicking down the corridor. Crew later find her passed out near a storage closet, liquor heavy on her breath, her anger replaced by a haze of regret. George stays with the 4 men, their laughter turning sharp, malicious. Greg's smirk cuts like a blade. Askin's eyes dart, his hands shaky. By 4 a.m., they claim they walked George to cabin 9062, left him, and ordered room service. But neighbors hear arguing, furniture scraping, a struggle in the dark. One swears a cry echoed from the balcony, a heavy thud, then silence. Morning breaks, and George is gone. Turkish police boarding at Kusadasi find faint stains on the cabin's sheets, a dark red smear on a lifeboat canopy 30 feet below. Passengers snap photos horrified before the crew power washes it clean. They're hiding something, one whispers. Did George slip? Was he pushed those 4 men? Their stories shaky, their grins chilling, no more than they say. The investigation starts sloppy. Turkish police glance at the cabin, more focused on forms than facts. Royal Caribbean, desperate to keep the crews on track, lets the ship sail the canopy scrubbed spotless. They erased evidence. George's mother, Maureen, fumes, voice raw. The FBI joins on July 29, 2005, eyeing the 4 men last with George. Josh Askin sweats through a polygraph, his voice cracking, then invokes the 5th when pressed. Did you harm George? The Rosenberg brothers, Greg Zach and Rusty Kaufman, stick to their tale. They left, George ordered food, went to bed. But room service records missing. Their alibis crumble. A gut punch video filmed by the group days after reaches lawyer Mike Jones. Greg Rosenberg leans in his voice, dripping malice. "We gave the guy a paragliding lesson without a parachute." The others snicker their laughter, cold, almost triumphant. A sick joke, or a confession. The FBI held this tape for 7 years, only sharing it in 2012, fueling family outrage. Jones points to George's Breitling watch, a wedding gift worth thousands, and theorizes robbery gone wrong. They wanted his money, his watch, maybe his life, he says. Jennifer, questioned, recalls little, her memory blurred by guilt, her fight with George haunting her. The FBI digs for 9 years, but closes the case in 2015, citing no proof of murder, no charges, no justice, just a void. George's family fights like hell, but their battle fractures them. In June 2006, Jennifer settles with Royal Caribbean for $1.06 million, demanding investigative files, logs, witness statements, security tapes. It felt like a bribe to move on. Bree later scoffs, eyes blazing. In 2008, Greenwich Probate Court approves a $1.3 million deal split evenly between Jennifer and the Smiths' Maureen George III, Bree. But the family rejects it, calling it blood money. They sue in Stamford Superior Court, arguing the sum falls short of George's $2.4 million earning potential and accusing Jennifer of settling to dodge scrutiny over her conduct that night. "We need the truth, not cash," lawyer Mike Jones thunders, his voice echoing in packed courtrooms. Jennifer's lawyer Richard Shealy fires back. "No evidence of murder. George was drunk, maybe on pills." Tensions boil. Jennifer, eyes down, defends her grief. The Smiths' hearts shattered, demand answers. Court battles drag into 2010, winning access to Royal Caribbean's files, but no clarity emerges. On X, Justice for George trends users raging. Royal Caribbean washed away the truth, and Jennifer took the money and ran. Greg Rosenberg, the group's leader, landed in prison for drugs in 2010, then was gunned down in Florida in 2019, a targeted hit. Payback for George. Maureen wonders, her hope flickering. Police find no link, but doubts linger. Jennifer, remarried in 2009, steps back, her silence heavy. The Smiths' wound festers, fueled by a mother's tears and a sister's fury. In 2025, the case is ice cold. The FBI hasn't touched it since 2015. Greg Rosenberg's dead. Josh, Zach, and Rusty walk free, their names stained but uncharged. The $100,000 reward still stands the family's Facebook page, a beacon for tips. True crime keeps the story alive. Dateline NBC, 20.20. A 2020. Case File podcast, dissect the mystery, each word a reminder of George's laugh now lost. Was he drunk, tumbling over the balcony? Did despair take him? Or did those 4 men with their cryptic video and shifty stories do something unspeakable? Paragliding without a parachute, they laughed. A taunt, or a truth. The sea guards its secrets cold and deep. This case cuts like a blade. Picture George toasting his new life, erased hours later. His family waits, torn by money and grief, their hope fading like waves on the shore. Who's hiding the truth? If this haunts you, hit subscribe, ring that bell. Drop your thoughts below. Was it murder, a tragic fall, or something darker? What do those 4 men know? Because 20 years later, George Smith's name still echoes, and the ocean keeps his secret.